Stronger is directed by David Gordon Green and stars Jake Gyllenhaal as Jeff Bowman, a man who survived the Boston Marathon bombing. This is a true life story of a man who lost his legs and had to learn how to adjust to a brand new life. But it's also about how those around him had to adjust to it, as well as his girlfriend at the time, played by Tatiana Maslany. It also explores the difficulties of transitioning from a normal person that no one knows about to someone who, because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, is suddenly a national hero. Everyone wants to shake his hand. When cops pull him over, they don't want to give him a ticket. Everyone wants to talk to him. Everyone wants to tell him he's a hero, and it makes him uncomfortable for a while because he doesn't feel or understand why anyone's viewing him that way. And that was something that I wasn't expecting, and it was one of the most emotional aspects of this film. This is a gut-wrenching movie, one that really leveled me, with fantastic performances and obviously a really inspiring story. But it does fall into some of the genre cliches of inspirational biopics like this. But it's always a little hard to be too critical of a film that was based off of a true event, especially one that we're not too far removed from. Because real life doesn't play out like a movie arc with characters who go through things like we're used to seeing in a film. So sometimes the film can feel just ever so slightly messy. But it's because you're experiencing Jeff's recovery. You're seeing what he feels, what he probably felt. He gets invited to go to a Bruins game to wave the flag, and he's not sure why he's doing it. It makes him so uncomfortable having all those eyes on him. People are approaching him, wanting to take pictures, and he doesn't understand why. And one of the more touching aspects of the film is his relationship with his girlfriend, because they were already sort of on the ropes before this tragedy happened. And after that brought them back together because she was really concerned about him, obviously. But then, after that fades and the shock of that event is starting to go away, the problems arise again, and now it's even worse because he needs so much more help and he needs to adjust to this new style of living. And so it's very powerful to watch these two people trying to reconnect in the middle of this horrible tragedy. Jake Gyllenhaal, as usual, is incredible here. His performance is one that doesn't ask to be looked at. He is never trying to act. He just feels like he's in the moment and completely real. It's one of the best compliments I can ever give an actor. Tatiana Maslany, also equally fantastic. What I really loved about what David Gordon Green did with this movie is the fact that the people in Boston, they don't feel like actors. Now, I know he cast a lot of actual real medical staff to be the nurses and doctors in this film, which is really cool. But some of the Boston citizens that approach him to give him praise or to tell their inspirational story, they don't feel like they're acting. It just feels like we're sort of a fly on the wall watching a very emotional moment. It also doesn't shy away from talking about the man Carlos, who helped him out of the disaster area initially, which was really touching too. Now, there's a scene at the end of this film at a Red Sox game. Some people are coming up to Jeff to tell him their inspirational stories and to thank him for inspiring them. I have not been so emotionally affected by a scene in years. Now, sometimes I tear up in a movie and maybe the music or the performance or something about a moment just clicks with me. I had legitimate, real, just tears streaming down my face, and I was like making an effort to be quiet because the theater was packed. I was sobbing. This movie has a scene towards the end that just hit me so hard, and it was so inspiring, and I haven't really been able to say that about a movie really ever, that I really, truly sobbed. And this film did it for me. It was beautiful. Stronger is a great film. It has some genre cliches. Sometimes the story of Bowman's recovery can feel a little messy because it's not following your traditional movie narratives where you have some big uplifting montage where he's trying to swim, or like a Rocky training montage or something. It takes it in a very serious perspective, and it feels sort of, as I said, like you're a fly on the wall watching these sequences, and it is truly powerful. I'm going to give Stronger an A-. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. I hope you check out this film. It is definitely worth your time. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmannized.